dessert. It ain't flan.
Mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip.
That's a good one.
Your mind is so basic.
And vanilla cake, I like that.
Vanilla ice cream with chocolate sauce.
That's
the old-fashioned chocolate sundae.
That's a Chicago specialty.
Yeah, baby.
After you eat a deep dish pizza.
No deep dish. You New Yorkers, stop talking about deep dish. We don't do that.
Fake pizza. Lasagna, that is.
It is. That's why we don't eat it. Welcome to PTI. Tony's busy doing cameos for TGL telecast. So here to do his work for him is our great friend from the starting lineup on Sirius XM, Mr. Frank Iso.
They didn't hit their mark.
Go.
They didn't.
Just don't ever mention deep dish on this show again. Let's start today with the man the Buffalo Bills have selected to succeed Sean McDermott as head coach, offensive coordinator Joe Brady. The 36-year-old Brady has been an offensive assistant with the team since 2022 and has led the offense as the OC the last 2+ seasons. Brady is said to have a close relationship with Josh Allen. Frank, how's this hire sit with you?
Well, number one, it's a great job because you get Josh Allen. You ask any guy that's going to become a first-time head coach, do you want a great quarterback? So absolutely.
Yes.
Whether or not it turns out to be a great hire is going to depend on one thing. Can he get further than Sean McDermott did? Can you get to a Super Bowl? Can you win one? So clearly they think. But Brady had been interviewed with a lot of teams, Arizona, the Raiders, the Ravens. So clearly they thought they were going to lose him. They wanted to keep him in the building. But I do love the story of all the people involved with the interview, the owner, the GM, a couple of family members, and also Josh Allen. You know what that means? Josh Allen went like this with the hire. He gave it the blessing. They were going to hire who the quarterback wanted. Mike, you know this. You can, any sport. If you have a star that big, they're going to have a lot to say, and obviously this is what Josh Allen wanted.
No doubt about it. But one of the things strikes me, Frank, and that is that all this lack of getting to the Super Bowl and winning it is being blamed on Sean McDermott.
I totally agree.
Because the owner steps out there, has that awkward press conference last week.
Yep.
Right? And it just seems that they're saying, okay, we can keep all these other pieces in place, which is all of them.
Yep.
We're not going to blame any of this on Josh Allen, nor would I. We're not going to blame this on the offensive play caller, even though he's been an assistant, a top assistant for 2 years and a cog in this thing for 3. We're not blaming either one of them. We're not blaming the GM for not putting more talent around Josh Allen. We're going to blame Sean McDermott and fire him. And I'm like, wow. So you know what? Joe Brady better be damn good.
Yeah.
Because now there's no buffer between the two of them. It's him and it's Josh Allen, even though I still don't think that team is good enough or has the personnel. They have an entire offseason to do something about it, but I don't think it does.
So under Brady, they finished second in points and fourth. They had an MVP, and they also had the guy that led the league in rushing. So offensively, they've been good enough. You mentioned that about McDermott. So Pagula says he walks into the locker room after the game, everyone's despondent. Yeah, because you just lost.
You just lost a game.
An awful loss. And Josh Allen's despondent. Yeah, because he had 4 turnovers in the game.
It's supposed to be.
So, the biggest mistake Sean McDermott made to this day is still the squib kick to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Right. That was the game that they should have won, and they should have been playing. They should have been playing an AFC championship game. But to sit there, clearly everyone is staying, Mike, except for Sean McDermott. So that could fall under the old cliche, and coaches hate this.
Wow.
We need a new voice in the locker room. All that nonsense.
But it doesn't seem like that. They took that thing hard,
as they should.
As they should. But there was no indication outwardly that the players who were taking it hard were blaming it on Sean McDermott. But the owner did and the GM did.
Yeah.
And now, so this is what you got. You better make good.
Yeah, so Brady had a backer in Josh Allen. He also had a good agent because he interviewed, like I said, Cardinals, Falcons, Raiders, Ravens, Dolphins.
A lot of places.
They thought they were going to lose him, so they hired him. All right, let's move to the NBA and Kevin Garnett's tough words for LeBron James. Garnett said on his podcast, everyone has a podcast, Mike, that LeBron fouled up the tradition of the NBA All-Star Game in 2012 when he passed the ball twice in the final seconds rather than go one-on-one with the great Kobe Bryant. All right, Mike, people love to blame LeBron for so many things. Do you blame him for the decline of the All-Star Game?
Not at all.
Not at all?
No. The All-Star Game was going down. It was headed down. This is one of those cases, Frank, where I never spent any time trying to figure out who to put the finger on for specific blame. The whole culture is to blame. The league is to blame. And the top players, all of them share in some blame. Now, for those of us who were around that game and the aftermath, yes, Kobe Bryant issued a on-court verbal challenge we all could hear to LeBron James.
Yep.
And I don't know why LeBron didn't take him up on it. Part of the culture and the history of the All-Star game was to take people up on it.
Yep.
Whether this was, remember, we got beef going back to Jordan in a freeze out.
That's right.
We have stuff with Kobe and Michael.
In 98.
And so it all seemed, if not in good fun, it all seemed to be acknowledged in real time. This, though, stuck, and LeBron gets the blame for this. I'm not going with that.
I think in that moment, I do understand LeBron not just going along with the spirit of the game. Kobe wants to go with him one-on-one. So the first pass...
It's like a hockey fight. Let's drop the glove. Exactly. And LeBron declined.
So he throws it to Darren Williams because they were down 2. Darren Williams shoots a 3. Darren Williams was 8 for 10 at that time. So you could say it was a basketball play.
Right.
If you watch the replay of it, I had a close look at it today. Kevin Durant on the other one comes over and double teams, and LeBron, that's his instincts.
That's right.
But so I'm not going to, the players might think that moment. I think the fans think, you don't show up for ever in the slam dunk. Kobe and Michael did it. So now Zion Williamson doesn't show up for the slam dunk. That hurts the weekend, Mike. And I think the other thing was,
what hurts the weekend is they don't give a damn about Sunday. They don't want to play the game.
And maybe that was a player empowerment thing, but there's a couple of years ago, Luka's not trying in the All-Star game. Nikola Jokic, and then last year they turned the All-Star game into a round robin, and then you have the game was spent with, it was a Kevin Hart celebrity roast, and then we were celebrating inside the NBA because, as you know, they went away, even though they're back this year.
Yeah.
So the game gets hijacked, but the players need to try more. That's the biggest issue.
And the league needs to try, and the league got it wrong again. The league was scared again. It's a gutless move to put this All-Star game out there. You walk right up to the line where you can get something that people are engaged by, and either 2 or 3 players or their agents, you know who I'm probably talking about, if you want to blame people, 2 or 3 players or maybe 1 and an agent, they don't want to do it, so you don't do it. So you put something out there on Sunday that's so embarrassing, the commissioner had to admit the following Monday he was embarrassed.
A couple of years ago, they had Larry Bird and Dr. J ask the players to try hard in the game. I've said this before. You look at the baseball All-Star game, Ohtani might get 2 at-bats. Aaron Judge may get 2 at-bats, right? The fans understand that other guys are going to play. Yeah. Go to the players the night before the game, how many minutes you want to play. Nikola Jokic say, I'll play 8 minutes, right? Play those 8 minutes.
Call the top players in the office in the off-season and say, we're not going to have an All-Star game. That's an embarrassment. So participate and help us put together something that's honorable instead of that garbage that's out there.
Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Tyrese Halliburton, those guys would have played harder. They didn't play them last year. If the stars don't want to play, pull them out of the game.
Send them home.
Exactly.
Won't happen.
No.
League doesn't have the guts. Let's go to the Australian Open, where Coco Gauff went down swinging. Gauff was caught by a hallway camera smashing a racket to bits after a 6-1, 6-2 quarterfinal loss to Alina Svitolina. Gauff said she didn't think the moment needed to be broadcast because she thought she was in a private space, no cameras, and swore off breaking rackets on court in front of the cameras. A while back, are you with her?
All right, so the only thing more broken than that racket is her serve. In the first set, 5 double faults. She was broken 5 times.
She had 7 doubles.
Yeah, the match was 59 minutes. So Sabalenka, the year before, 2 years earlier at the U.S. Open, I love the way Sabalenka did it. She walked into the area where players warm up and they have their physios with them. She finished second, so they give you that silver plate. She calmly put the plate down, casually walked over, and then just smashed her racket. I think it's a very human thing to do. I can understand why Coco Gauff is upset. It's an image thing, but then talk to the tour. Tell them not to put the camera there. The biggest issue with Coco Gauff right now is her serve. Her serve is terrible.
By the way, I thought Coco Gauff's explanation was spot on. And she said, I went to this place because I didn't want the kids to see this. But I needed to get this out. Of course you need to get it out. I got it out once against St. Ben's when I lost in high school and did that to the only 3 rackets I had or could afford. Coco Gauff is totally fine smashing her racket. It's the serve she's got to get together before we get to say the French Open. She's got a few weeks left, but that's all that matters here. And players should go to the network or televising networks and the tour and say we need a space where there are no cameras.
Exactly.
And do whatever you want to do.
And they have the power to do it. But it was very similar to Sabalenka, where she calmly walked over. She's not ranting and raving, and then she just smashes a racket. And I thought when it happened with Sabalenka, maybe Sabalenka publicly didn't make a big deal of it, but I thought some of the players were thinking, whoa, because there are cameras now everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's a camera. And I think the players are thinking that. And you know how it works with the locker room, too. There is a sanctity of the locker room. I know that's not the locker room, but they view that as an area which should be off limits.
And it should be off limits. And, you don't need every single moment to be. It's not the Truman Show. It's a damn tennis tournament. But no, everybody gives in to this. Now, let's see what the players do. And their representatives should go to the tour and the participating networks and say, figure out a space now before the next ball is struck.
6 Americans on the men's and the women's side made the quarterfinals. That's the most we've had in the quarters since the 02 U.S. Open.
And quite a few
maybe American
stars
back.
have gone out, too.
But not Coco's racket. That's
We're taking a break. We're coming up. Drake May didn't tell his lineman about the keeper that clinched the Super Bowl berth. We're going to ask Jeff Saturday about that.
We'll also ask him about Mike McCarthy's desire, wait for it, Mike, to have Aaron Rodgers return next season for the Steelers.
No!
One more year.
No Aaron Rodgers, please. We have some NFL questions for our great friend, ESPN NFL analyst Jeff Saturday. And Jeff, I am still curious about Drake May running for that game-sealing first down without telling his lineman that he was going to keep it. And first, I'm wondering, does this happen often? And secondly, how would you have felt about not knowing when you look up and see your quarterback peeling left with the game on the line?
Hey, we never knew, Wilbon. We never knew. If Manning was going to pull that thing, he never told anybody.
Wow.
You pull that thing, we're going to run zone. Everybody run zone as hard as you can. And let me tell you what it does. It stops what you call the peak, right? It's innate in all of us. You're blocking. You kind of want to just peek over. Hey, where is that? Did he make it? Did he get there? Is the crowd going crazy? Like all those things. They need a full sellout. Like just push as hard as you can, run the play called. But we never knew. I was never offended. I didn't want to know for that exact reason. I don't want to be the reason pulling up on my block. Because, Peyton wasn't Drake May. I mean, that dude runs a 7.0 40. You know what I mean? 7.0. So you got to make sure he gets all the advantages he can get. You ain't got no speed on the edge, bro. Just make it. Just get there. We'll all be happy.
That's a great inside baseball moment.
That was a great improvised play. All right, let's stick with the Patriots offensive line. How concerned should they be about their rookie left tackle, Will Campbell?
Yeah, he's struggling, Frank. I mean, and here's the deal. This is not going to be solved, right? I mean, he hasn't taken this large leap come playoff time. And the truth is, he's played some vicious defensive ends. Like, if we're being honest, this isn't like just run-of-the-mill guys are coming and just beating the brakes off the guy. He's facing the best in the league. Like, all three of the defenses they faced in the playoffs have all been legitimate and all had good pass rushing edges. It's part of being a rookie left tackle. And I love the fact that he's fighting out there. He's doing the stuff he's trying to do. He's trying to work his technique. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not. I will say this, though. From Drake May's perspective, he has to be aware of that and understand most of the time in Campbell's problem, he's getting pushed in the pocket. So meaning he doesn't necessarily just whiff, but the guy's putting power to him and driving him back. May's got to know that, keep two hands secure the ball so that guys can't reach over the back edge and knock the ball over his shoulder. That's the biggest thing that you get concerned with getting driven back as a left tackle. Obviously, the Nolan Ryan is a no-no, right? You're a no-hitter out there, he's going to kill the quarterback. But the getting pushed back, you can limit some of that.
I like that analogy. All right, the Patriots defense, they've been strong against the run this year. If you're tasked against, running against them, what would you tell your line mates?
Yeah, creativity from the run game, right? Understand that, like, inside zone, outside zone, can we get some motion? Can we get some things that make some eye candy? Like get linebackers looking, maybe get them rocking, maybe get them stepping out of a gap so you can catch an edge. But the biggest thing about run game, it's leverage the man that you're blocking and leverage the play. And so from Seattle's offensive line, that's exactly what they're going to be coached on. Make sure their hat's in the right place, where you're leveraging the play, and let Walker or whichever running back is do the rest. You're not just going to take and physically dominate play after play, but if you get enough, and that's the one thing about Seattle, even when they weren't efficient in the run game, they stayed true to it. Mike McDonald, he didn't bail off of it. He's like, well, We're going to keep doing it. They've gotten better as the season's progressed. So you got to they're going to stick with it even when it's not efficient.
We'll let you go after we take you back to the end of your playing days. You played, of course, one season under Mike McCarthy and with Aaron Rodgers. McCarthy said today, or indicated today, he wants Rodgers back next season if Rodgers wants to be with the Steelers. Jeff, it seems awfully short-term and not really resolving anything to me, but how do you feel about this?
Yeah, I think from McCarthy's perspective is it buys him a little time, right? I mean, you're replacing the guy, right? Mike Tomlin is the guy. The only knock on Mike Tomlin has been winning in the playoffs. So for him to draft a quarterback and go win in the playoffs, especially in that division he's in, to get in the playoffs is going to be work enough. I think he would like to be able to kind of lean on that vet, right, being Aaron Rodgers. But the truth is, they're going to have to figure something out for the future. You know, Aaron Rodgers in the future, the why you brought Mike McCarthy in, right, at 62 years old, going to the Steelers, is to develop a quarterback. So you got to trust that he can do it, get the right guy, find the right timing of doing it, whether it's mid-year or even watch for a year and come in the second year. But I think that's really why he would appreciate Aaron Rodgers being there for another season. They're very comfortable knowing the offense, of knowing what each other's thinking. So obviously there's some familiarity there. But being able to develop a guy under that, I think, is really what would benefit him the most.
Only part that scares me is another season having to talk about Aaron Rodgers. Thanks, Jeff. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Thanks, Jeff.
Let's take one last break, but still to come. The Pro Bowl weekend is diminished, but so much that Shedeur Sanders deserves an invite.
And how fortunate was Arizona to escape BYU last night?
That was a good game. Good
block shot.
You know, the Drake may run when he's out there with that naked boot.